Pokemon Go's best event is coming back in 2025 with the Unova Tour. For this event, there's gonna be 2 in-person events for the first time ever, and then 1 big global event. So we're gonna go over what the in-person events are getting first, and then we'll talk about what the global event is getting. And you're not gonna wanna miss this because every year the tour event is easily one of the best. Let's start with the LA Tour. Yes, man, we're back. The Sinnoh Tour was in Los Angeles last year at the Rose Bowl Stadium. The Unova Tour is coming back to Los Angeles, to the Rose Bowl Stadium this year, or next year technically, which is fantastic because I live in LA and I don't want to pay for flights. And this event is happening from February 21st to the 23rd. This is a 3-day tour event here in Los Angeles, which is crazy. The tickets are $25. And the brand new shiny Meloetta is coming to the Pokemon Go for the first time ever. We got a brand new shiny mythical. And you'll get this by completing the masterwork research that you get from the Unova Tour. This happens every year. We get a masterwork research that gives us the new shiny mythical that's like themed after the generation. So that will be Meloetta. And actually, fun fact, shiny Meloetta was just released into the Pokemon universe for the first time ever last month with an official Pokemon announcement that read, special Pokemon can now be awarded to players as mystery gifts for completing specific Pokedexes. The first games to use this feature are Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. If you complete your Paldea Pokedex, Kitakami Pokedex, and Blueberry Pokedex, you'll receive a shiny Meloetta in the mobile device version of Pokemon Home, which is cool. So Pokemon Go, I guess, is technically getting the second ever shiny Meloetta. Very fun. And in terms of meta relevancy, Meloetta is like the 27th best in the Masters League, so not super meta relevant. We're all just getting it for the shiny. Speaking of new shinies, another cool new shiny that we're gonna be getting during the Unova Tour are the Deerling, actually. Each Deerling has its different forms. Summer, fall, winter, spring forms. I don't know why that was so hard for my brain to remember the different seasons. Well, there's the 4 seasons, the 4 Deerling. They're all gonna be available shiny during the Unova Tour, and there's gonna be different habitats at the Los Angeles location for each season that you can go and find this new shiny. And again, don't worry, we're gonna talk about the global events later on in the video. And also, Shiny Luck, the merch, is having a 25% off Black Friday sale. Link in the description. Get your merch so that you have it by February so that you can have the Shiny Luck for this event because you're gonna need it. Because the eggs are going to be stacked. In the 10-kilometer eggs, we're gonna have the regionals from the Unova region in there shiny for the first time ever. And that includes shiny Maractus, shiny Sigilyph, and shiny Bouffalante. In the 10Ks, shiny for the first time ever. They look great, and these are easily some of the hardest to get regionals in the entire world, with Bouffalante only spawning in New York, Sigilyph in, Egypt, and Maractus spawns around, but they're all hard. As for the Pokemon in the raids, we're gonna have obviously Zekrom and Reshiram, which are like Pokemon Black and White. In the 3-star raids, we'll have Druddigon. 1-star raids will be Snivy, Tepig, and Oshawott, the starters of the generation. Makes a lot of sense. In terms of meta relevancy from those raids, Reshiram is the 5th best fire type and 34th in the Masters League. And Zekrom is the 2nd best electric type and 28th in the Masters League. These are 2 very meta relevant Pokemon. Great candy to get. During this event, there's gonna be 4 different habitats, which will apply in Los Angeles. It will be the same thing in the other location, and I'm assuming it will be the same thing in the global. Again, we'll cover that in a bit. So for the Los Angeles event, the locations or the habitats will be the Winter Caverns habitat, which will have Oshawott, Regirock, Woobat, Drillbur, Tortuga, Minccino, Vanillite, Winterform Deerling, Joltik, Clink, Tynamo, Axew, Cubchoo, Cryogonal, and, which is very cool, we've got 4 different costume Pikachu wearing Hilbert's hat, Hilda's hat, Nate's visor, Rose's visor, and Druddigon also spawning in the wild. So 4 different costume Pikachu to hunt, and some honestly great spawns across the board. Then we've got the Spring Soiree habitat with Snivy, Pansage, Munna, Audino, Timber, Seawaddle, Venipede, Cottony, Petalil, Ducklet, Springform Deerling, Fungus, Alomomola, Ferroseed, and then the Pikachu and Druddigon. Some still cool spawns there. Definitely some things worth hunting. I don't know if I have all of those shinies. I think I do. Not the flex, except for Deerling. Then the Summer Vacation habitat, which will have Tepig, Lillipup, Pansear, Pidove, Blitzel, Tynamo, Timpole, Darumaka, Dwebble, Archon, Trubbish, Summerford Deerling, Emolga, Stunfisk, Rufflet, the Pikachu, and Druddigon. That's a great habitat with Darumaka, Rufflet, Archon, some cool things in there, Emolga, which I have the Shundo for. Who remembers that? And finally, the Autumn Masquerade habitat, which will have Patrat, Purloin, Panpour, Scraggy, Yamask, Gothita, Solosis, Autumn Form Deerling, Frillish, both Frillish, Elgyem, Litwick, Golett, Dino, the Pikachu, and Drotagon. So some great spawns there too. I mean, these are just like, this is Unova, right? The Unova region, and like all the best Pokemon and spawns from the Unova region. In past events, we've definitely, like past tour events, we've definitely had new shinies released during the tour event, but it seems like during this one, we might just only see the Deerling and then the 10-kilometer egg regionals, which are still very cool, but not the full thing. The eggs are gonna be stacked, of course, during this event, and the 2-kilometer eggs will have Roggenrola, Timber, Carablast, Shelmet, Larvesta. The 5-kilometer eggs will have Throw and Sock, Heatmore, Durant, and Larvesta, which are regionals, at least the first 4. All of them can be shiny. And then the 10-kilometer eggs will have Maractus, Sigilif, Buffalant, and Larvesta. So if you don't have a shiny Larvesta, which you probably don't, just because they're so rare, because Larvesta is impossible to hatch, this will be the best event to get one. You can get up to 12 snapshot encounters throughout the day. Important to remember that, and those do give the Pikachu encounters. And then the incense will be attracting Shiny Unknown, Unknown A-N-O-U and V for Unova. I don't know why they didn't just spell out Unova on the press release, whatever. Then we've got special research, and apparently there's like a trivia challenge happening in the Los Angeles location, so that should be fun. And here are the encounters that you can get from field research. The Pikachu, all 4 of them, red striped Basculin and blue striped Basculin, both can be shiny, and then all of the Deerling. So field research will be a good way to hunt these honestly pretty rare shinies. And I think the Basculin is only in field research. I'm sorry, field research and routes. It will be spawning on routes as well. This is hilarious. What is going on? Listen, as a Los Angeles native, I mean, you just don't take the metro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not safe. This is crazy. Battle your way through LA. Event Pokestops appear at metro stations. More like battle your way through LA metro stations because they're not safe. I'm like only half kidding. If you are planning to come to Los Angeles, please God, don't stay in downtown LA. Just don't do it. It's not nice. Just don't stay there. Stay on the west side if you can, like Culver City, Santa Monica, probably not Venice. Century City's cool. Echo Park area is nice. Kinda just, I mean, Hollywood is Hollywood. Don't go to downtown LA. Don't stay there. But I can't, this is so funny to read this. I cannot wait to tell Sydney about this because she's going to laugh. Let me just read you the text here. All aboard, near select metro stations throughout Los Angeles County, special event Pokestops will appear on the in-game map. Team Go Rocket Grunts appearing at these Pokestops have turned Pokemon from the Unova region into Shadow Pokemon. Defeat Team Go Rocket Grunts to save them. Wow, how ironic. You're literally battling like Team Go Rocket Grunts at the LA metro station. Dude, this is funny. Listen, I'm making it sound like it's a war zone to the metro stations. It's not that bad. It's just like, I don't know. I don't use them. When I'm in New York, I use the subway all day long. When I'm in LA, I don't use the metro. But you can get Shadow Roggenrola, Drillbur, Timber, and Joltik from battling these grunts, and those are some pretty useful Pokemon, especially Roggenrola and Drillbur and Tim. Honestly, they're all pretty good. Also, you can get a 12-kilometer egg from these grunts that will hatch Sandile, Mindfu, Pawniard, and Volibee, which are great hatches. That's just a really weird feature, and I don't understand. I don't know, man. It's just funny. It's cool though. I'll take new stuff and like fun things to do. I think they're just assuming that people are probably gonna take the metro into the Rose Bowl Stadium, which like you probably will and could do, especially like on event days. There are gonna be so many people taking the metro. It's just gonna be like a bunch of Pokemon Go players, so like you'd be safe and fine. Just funny as a local. All right, bonus features, here's what's going on. Ticket holders at the Los Angeles location will get an increased chance of shiny Pokemon, half hatch distance, up to 6 special trades per day, half Stardust for trades, and 9 free raid passes from spinning gyms. And then as always, there's the add-ons. You can buy the Raid Lover add-on or the Enthusiast add-on for $15 each, and it just gives you a bunch of bonuses. The Raid Lover gives you 18 passes by spinning gyms, 5,000 XP from raids, 6 extra candy from catching Pokemon from legendary raids, and 3 extra XL candy from Pokemon in level 5 legendary raids. And the Enthusiast, the $15 add-on for eggs, will give you 1/4 hatch distance, 3 times hatch XP, 3 times hatch Stardust, 3 times hatch candy, increased chance of getting 10-kilometer eggs with those shiny regionals, which is very cool, and then whatever. And then there's the $20 citywide gameplay add-on, which allows you to play the Unova tour from kind of anywhere in Los Angeles, which is great. So that's the Los Angeles location. And then the next one is gonna be New Taipei City, which is super cool. This is happening in the New Taipei Metropolitan Park from February 21st to 23rd. No, is it the same weekend? No. Okay, well, I mean, I'm probably gonna stay in Los Angeles to be honest with you. That is the same weekend. Ah, that sucks. It's fine. This is cool though, because the Unova tour previously just happened in one place in the world. Or the Unova tour, the tour event happened in one place in the world. It was always in America. So it's cool that like we'll have one event in America, one event in Asia, and then maybe next year or 2026, we'll see like the standard Go Fest split where we've got one American event, one Europe event, one Asian event. So we got new Taipei City for this year. Oh, event hours, by the way, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So there's that. And it's the same exact event. So everything I just said for Los Angeles, same thing for new Taipei City, including all the add-ons and everything. Now let's talk about the global event, the one we're all gonna get and we're all going to play. This is happening March 1st and 2nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. It's important to note that the spawns, raids, and eggs will all be the same for the global event as they were for these in-person events. So all of the spawns, all of the different habitats, all of the raids, all of the eggs and the hatches and like the Larvesta and the regionals, all will be the same for the global event. Also, everybody playing the global event will get the Masterwork Research, assuming I think you buy the ticket. Yes, you have to buy the ticket to get the Masterwork Research, but the event is free for everyone to play. As always, there's gonna be spawn habitats kind of rotating throughout the day on the global, which include the winter caverns from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. The spring soiree will be 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Summer vacation will be 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., and the autumn masquerade will be from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Sorry, actually there are some changes for the global event. Globally, in the 1-star raids, it will be the 4-costume Pikachu, not the starters. So the 1-star global raids will have the Pikachu, which is cool. And now here are the benefits that everyone globally will be getting as well. Between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on both days, we will all get half hatch distance, which is cool. And then from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. every single day, everybody is gonna get 6 special trades and 50% less Stardust per trades. If you are in party play with your friends, you're gonna get encounters with Throw, Sock, Heatmore, and Durant, which is really, really good, so definitely do that. If I remember correctly from the last tour, people were getting Shundos from party play, and these are like rare regional shinies, so definitely do that. And then obviously the routes will have the Basculin. So here's the one deal about the global event is we don't actually know what the ticket is gonna be yet. That I guess just kind of was left out of this announcement unless I misspoke or missaw something, so let me know in the comments if I did, but I don't think we know how much the ticket is gonna cost, what the benefits are of buying the ticket, and just kind of the whole thing there. What most likely will happen, just judging off of the last like year or two, is there's gonna be a purchasable global ticket for the Unova tour. It's gonna give things like higher shiny rates and like more 10-kilometer egg hatches and all the different add-ons that the in-person events had. You're gonna be able to get shiny Meloetta. I'm sure there will be a skew of other bonuses. So that'll probably be what happens with that. You buy the Masterwork Research, and then with that, you get some bonuses for the gameplay day, including higher shiny rates. But that's the new Unova tour. Really exciting that the tour event continues to truck on. We now have 2 in-person events in Los Angeles and new Taipei City, and then the global event will come out and we'll have more details on the global event and pricing in the future. So make sure you're subscribed and grab your Shiny Luck merch while it's on Black Friday sale. Link in the description. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.